Let's see what this tea looks like. I know what you're thinking. It just looks like muddy water, Ron. But you wait and see. People ask me all the time about the compost tea and why I love it so much. And why I wouldn't buy and use something like a kelp plant food or a fish fertilizer, which are pretty good foliar feed products. And the main reason is the compost tea works better, works faster, is free, and is a good practice if you want to do sustainable gardening. This is pretty much the standard way that I get my rainwater for tea. I capture it in this rain barrel, holds 60 gallons. Good to go. If I can't get rainwater, pond water is excellent. I'm running out of worm compost. Thank God I've got a backup going. If you don't have any worm compost, fear not. You can always use just regular compost. If you don't have any worm compost or good aged compost, you can still make tea out of just plain old garden soil. Dig it up, shake it out. There's plenty of biological activity in there that you can stimulate by making that tea. Next step, I add about a tablespoon of molasses. Last but not least, we're going to add a little oxygen. I can tell it's not quite ready. And the brew time varies depending on the time of the year, and you can be creative as you want when you're brewing your tea. You can add things like rotten fruit, seaweed, alfalfa meal, cattle feed, cornmeal. You can add cider vinegar. You can add a couple of cans of mackerel or sardines. All of these ingredients will add some trace elements, but I like to keep it simple. Remember, you really only need 2 ingredients besides water. You need good aged compost, and you need simple sugar. Everything else you add is very economical. It's 50 cents worth of molasses, a nickel's worth of overnight electricity to run the air pump, and a 5-gallon bucket will foliar feed over an acre of plants. This stuff is amazingly potent. Good morning. It's been exactly 2 days. And I'm going to go ahead and shut off the air on my tea. And it's got a nice odor. It's telling me it's ready to be applied. The next step, what I like to do is just give this a few minutes to settle. Well, my brewed compost tea has been sitting here for about half an hour. We've got an early morning, which is perfect for foliar feeding. Do it early in the morning. The only thing is that's when my mosquitoes are really out here in my yard. I use it full strength on my plants. How often to apply this tea? I use it not only for feeding but also for insect control. So I'm going to put this stuff on here every week. and I don't use anything else. I don't use any synthetic fertilizer or pesticides or insecticides, and I haven't been using any of those for 3 years. And I've been able to get a productive garden despite the fact that it's a shady garden. These cherry tomatoes that love a little feeding. Well, look who's here. Hello. You smell fish? Yeah, you smell fish. I do before and afters all over my garden, but all I know is I wouldn't be making videos on compost tea if it didn't work great. So give it a shot.